Okay, so a few things. One, the Z3 is a mess. I just drove it 3 hours, so yeah. Two, the garage is also a mess because we're getting cabinets put in. And three, we gotta get going. I'm running late. Man, it's like reverberating off the walls. Anyways, we gotta get going. So one road that I'm at right now, I drove on it last night at like 8 p.m. and I was like, where are the lane markers? Why can't I see them? Right now I found out they're not there. I don't know why. Well, that's just great. My airbag light is on now. I swear to God, are you kidding me? So this is Mike. He owns the Rivian behind us, and he has had, well, an onslaught of vehicles in the past, including some BMWs, if you'd like to list them out.
Yeah, so I've had a bunch of different cars. A 2005 Ford GT is probably my pinnacle car that I've owned. Besides, I also have a Tesla Roadster, so one of the original ones. It's a 2010 2.5 Sport. And a bunch of different EVs over the years, and early BMWs.
So what are your initial thoughts on the Z3?
Well, yeah, I've seen it before, yours in particular, but these came out when I was in high school, so to me it's kind of like a throwback for me. I really love the front end. I think it's really cool how it's kind of curved, that shape to it. For me it's this color in particular is more rare, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, especially with the tan interior.
Exactly. So I mean, I think it's a nice piece, and it's really fun to kind of see what cars used to be like back in the day. A little bit smaller, easier to throw around. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Z3s. I had it at Z4 just because it's a little bit bigger. I'm 6'2", so it's a little bit easier for me to fit in those than the Z3s. But they're definitely a fun car.
Oh yeah. I made the rule in the Miata video, which if you guys haven't seen, link in the description, that if you're 6 foot, it's going to be very difficult to drive this thing. But you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's see.
All right, so. All right, so is this, you said the motor's broken on this?
The seat motor, yeah. It wanted to start working on the way here, like somewhat. Like you'll hear the motor, like, yeah, you'll hear it like somewhat try and struggle. When you move it up or down.
So something's off the track or something there.
Yeah, I think that's also what's causing the airbag light.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, so I can drive it.
Wait, you think you can? Yeah.
If there was a stick shift, we might have another, one more problem there. But
that's true. That's it. All right, so in the Z3 now, Mike's gonna give it a drive.
And she's on.
Yeah.
All right.
Haven't heard that sound in a while, have you?
No, it's been a while. It's been a bit.
So what is your full collection right now?
My full collection. So I have a 2022 Rivian R1T, the quad motor, 835 horsepower, 900 pound-feet of torque, which is the one we just looked at a second ago.
Yep.
I have a 2010 Tesla Roadster 2.5 Sport. And then that's all I've got at the moment. Previous to that, I had a Model Y Performance, and then I had right before that a 2005 Ford GT. So that was an awesome vehicle.
Yeah.
And then a couple different Model Ys, a Model S PD5D. That was the big boy for a while for Tesla. My wife had a Model X. BMW M3 for a while before that. I had a C6 Corvette that was cammed and piped and running a fair amount of horsepower. That was a fun car too. That was all blacked out.
I actually didn't know you owned a C6 actually.
I've had two of them actually.
Wait, really?
Yep. Yeah, so my first car after college was a C6. It was a 2005, so the first year they came out, all black. That was a 6-speed manual, straight stock car. And then I got the second one, which is almost identical, but had a lot more miles on it at the time, and again was cammed and piped and a whole bunch of work done to that car. But that one had a ton of drone noise, so I didn't end up keeping it for very long. It was just too annoying to drive, especially at about like 3,000 RPM. Just about 75 miles an hour, it just droned like crazy. So I put soundproofing in it, didn't do anything.
with the drone thing, you're gonna be brought back to the old days with this one.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, you get a back massage basically at idle.
Oh, I mean, that's okay. At least you get the top off, so I'm good with that.
That's fair.
I love how these things handle. They're so light.
I mean, it's 3,200 pounds though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, granted, compared to driving a Rivian right now, it's very, very light. The steering's light. It's just a great, fun cruising car. When I say cruising, I mean like back roads cruising. But
that's fair. Even compared to like the Roadster?
yeah, I mean, it's a different feeling. I mean, with the Roadster is really, really raw. A lot more raw than people think because it's electric, but there's no power steering. The seat is nowhere near as comfortable as this seat. It's just, there's just a lot less material there. You're lower to the ground in that car, so this one you sit up a little bit higher. Yeah, so there's just a big difference in, you know, how they drive in the field. Like the Roadster feels a little bit like a air-cooled 911. That kind of weight distribution because the battery is right over behind your shoulders and it's about the same weight as this car. So what's your favorite part about this car?
I gotta say, probably the exhaust. Like, yes, it drones heavily. Don't get me wrong, it drones really badly at idle, but the raspiness of it, I think, definitely does make it sound very unique comparatively to like stock 1.9 would be.
Yeah.
And heck, even I have friends who have, well, I had a friend with an M Roadster, and I have a friend who has a 2.3 or 2.5 Z3. He might be watching this, and I'm very sorry for not remembering, but comparatively, both of their cars are definitely more deep versus this one's more raspy. What was your first car?
My first car was a 1991 Cadillac DeVille. Bought it for, what did I buy it for? $6,000 and sold it for $6,000 like 2 years later. So
Damn.
I think I did really well with that car. Yeah, I mean that was for first car, that was an awesome first car. I got made fun of a lot in high school because people thought, you know, it was a grandpa car, which it was, but I mean, it had a V8. It moved as well as it could for a 91 DeVille. And this is the longest light of all time.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God. So how is it being in the passenger seat?
Honestly, interesting. I always, I mentioned this in like a previous video. I'll link it below. I love riding passenger every so often.
Okay.
Because it's like,
Driving Miss Daisy, huh? Is that what it is?
Wait, what?
Driving Miss Daisy? You don't even know what the... Oh, you're too young for this. Oh, man. All right, well, that sucks. You're going to have to go look that up. So, Driving Miss Daisy. Okay,
Is it like the older version of Passenger Princess?
I don't even know what that is. So, yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, you're going to... It's a movie. It's a classic. Yes. Just please go watch it so that you know this reference. Yeah. All right. Well, that's fun.
I'll add it into the list of movies I need to watch.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch Jennifer's Body like literally this morning.
Totally different movies than Driving Miss Daisy. I'm just saying.
That's fair.
Close. Yeah.
But like I need to watch more movies. I can't stand watching movies for some reason.
Let me guess. You like to watch 15-second TikTok and Facebook clips.
Oh, okay. I don't have TikTok on my phone.
But either what? But the 15-second videos, right?
10-minute long YouTube videos.
Okay, 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So your attention span is like this big. All right.
Damn, I'm getting
roasted. You're getting roasted here.
I'm getting roasted for my attention span.
Yeah. And not knowing what Driving Miss Daisy is. I mean, unbelievable. How can you be a car guy and not know what Driving Miss Daisy is?
Okay. I somehow have not watched that many car movies. The only ones I've watched...
It's not a car movie. It's just... yeah, I'm not even going to spoil it. You have to see it. And you don't even need to watch the whole thing. Watch 10 minutes of it and you'll get it.
But no, I have not watched Cars. I have not watched Need for Speed. The only car-related movies I've seen are Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Fast and Furious 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7.
All right, you need to watch Bullet. Have you heard Bullet before?
I have not.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, my soul is hurting. Watch Bullet. Steve McQueen.
Okay, the name I know. I know Steve McQueen.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a step in the right direction. So yes, so Bullet, San Francisco, his Mustang. Just watch it.
Is that where the whole Bullet Mustang thing comes from?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go. Dots are connecting, folks. Yeah, you need to watch it. So I feel like we're getting you up on your movies here. That's what this drive's about. It's movie time.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, as a college student, I don't think I always like to shut up for the accelerations, but
well, you just said, as a college student, I don't like to think, and then you pause, so I just wasn't sure if that was it. You're like, I'm done thinking. I'm a college student, so it's good.
For me, as a college student, my big thing, like, I always like to bounce around from assignment to assignment. So like, I'll do like part of an assignment now, part of an assignment later.
Yep.
And so as a result, I never have like a wide enough window to, is that a Rivian?
It is, yep.
Ooh.
Oh, that's my buddy. That's his truck. We actually did a video on that for our YouTube channel.
I'll be sure to link the video in the description below. Man, I'm just throwing like hundreds of different links.
Yeah, you're gonna put links for Netflix and videos for like Bullet and stuff like that.
All right, might as well.
Might as well.
Down in the description.
That's
my God.
All right, well, I'll get that in the video.
Yep.
Almost wrecked because this guy doesn't know how to drive and almost ran into us. So. Oh, that was
scary.
Yeah, I mean, we would have just hit the front end, but I didn't want to mess up your car.
Yeah, I am not in the mood to call my insurance company this weekend.
It's a fun ride. I like it.
For sure. I will say it's good as like the weekend car. Like,
oh yeah.
If I could go back in time, I probably would. If I did go back in time and buy this, it would be as a weekend car.
Yeah.
Not as a daily.
Kind of what it was intended for, right? It was more weekend fun stuff. But I mean, if you don't have that much stuff either, it's not too terrible. And that guy's running a red light like crazy. I don't know what's with people today. This is ridiculous.
But I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Through driving this, have you thought about going back to gas?
Now that's a tough one. So I think there's always gonna be a place for the fun sports cars for gas powered vehicles. I mean, I think there's something to be said for the sound and more of that visceral feeling which this thing has, right? But for a daily driver, I'm not going back to a gas car. It's just, for me, it's they're fast, they're comfortable, they're quiet, they do all the things that I like. But for a fun toy car, yeah, I mean, I could. I mean, if I had my dream scenario, I would have that Ford GT back. I would have, Lambos and Ferraris and Teslas and all of it. I would have probably 200 cars. But that's not a realistic scenario.
What are you, the Sultan of Brunei?
If I could, if we're gonna have all of these cars, yeah, absolutely. I love cars through and through, so I'm not gonna turn my nose up on something because it's gas, even though that's what we do with our company, and I'm all into EVs. But there's a lot to be said for a fun car like this.
That's true. Yeah.
As long as no one hits you.
Yep.
Were you trying to convert me back to gas today? Is that the question?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah. That sounds like you had something planned.
Ulterior motive.
Yeah, ulterior motive. I see through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say, I do have a somewhat similar psychology. For me, a daily driver, I think an electric daily driver or a plug-in hybrid daily driver would both be like really good options.
Yep.
For me, obviously, I'm a person who's not married, no kids, nothing like that.
Yep.
So I've always thought like my dream two-car garage would probably have to be 2006, 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo and like a BMW i8. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You get to plug it in, you can just drive around.
I forgot to mention, that's one of my little cars I had.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Mike also used to own a BMW i8.
Did, and it was white with the blue accents. It was a 2016. It was a fun car. I mean, it was slightly underpowered, I would say, for what it is. I mean, for how it looks. I mean, it was plenty for, you know, normal driving, don't get me wrong. I mean, but people kind of expect it to be even faster than what it is. But I love that thing. I really did. It was hard to get in and out of though, and it was very awkward too. You weren't looking cool when you crawled on the ground to get out of the thing, but you know, as long as you look cool while you're driving it, I guess
that is true. I have gotten in and out of an i8, and I can completely confirm on that. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, link in the description. And just like that, today's video is over. Mike, you got any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I had a blast with it. You know, it brought me back to the days of my old E39 5 Series. I mean, I love that car. You know, same type of steering wheel. Interior was, you know, obviously a lot tighter, but you know, a lot of the same controls. It was a lot of fun. You know, I really like the open air and just the way it handles. So, no, I appreciate you taking me out, and I guess you guys will see you on the next video.
All right. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you like what you're seeing, leave a subscribe. And just like that, I'm out. We both have to head back home and do whatever we gotta do. Peace.